I'm sitting here polishing my virtual gun, but the road map's missing, and that ain't fun. I've hunted moose, caribou, even a bear. Now I'm hunting answers, ain't nothing there. Where's the road map? Don't leave me hanging.
Hey guys, big news recently in the way of the hunter community. We've got some big stuff happening. Sorry about that. I had to play the tunes at the start. I just like the song too much. But we have a roadmap now, even though, you know, it's one of my favorite songs there. Well, we don't really have a roadmap. It's just they're not going to do an official roadmap, but they did actually release information on what's coming to Way of the Hunter. Well, the information was actually provided by the devs through their new hunter log that just came out. So if I remember, I'll throw the link in the description to their hunter log. It's in the Steam page news if you're on Steam anyways. So we'll do that. A little bit of shout out to viewer AK Mojo 9547. You gave me a little heads up that there was a bit of info in that log, because I'd looked through the log and the best info. I mean, it's all good stuff. It's their typical stuff. But the best info is right at the very bottom. It's like the last little paragraph. So we'll get right into that. We'll just sum it up real quick for people that want to pop in, get the news, and get out. But I got kind of a lot to talk about. But we'll put that sort of in the ramblings after. So the biggest news is there is a small free map coming based in the USA. So that's a big one. So there is another map coming. Hooray! More thoughts on that in a minute. But that's really cool that we're getting another US map. Along with it, there's going to be a new animal. At least one. The info is not too clear on all this. It is plural in the hunter log. So there's, you know, it's going to be at least one new animal on that map. I think what they said is a small free USA map that will introduce one of the new animals. Okay, so anyway, some more stuff to come by. My thoughts, because of the thumbnail, I'm thinking turkey. But again, more on that in a minute. the rambling hunt that's gonna come up here. The other thing is additional rifles. Additional rifles. We're going to keep fixing stuff, adding improvements. But we're soon. So more gear still coming, a new map, and new animals. So that is big news. That's pretty big, because it has been some time since we got a map in the game from Lintigoto. I've actually lost track of time. We're in the 4th year now. Yeah, 4th year. Right? Yeah, and there was nothing, no maps last year at all. So they've gone a year without it. Anyways, that's the big news. But I'm going to flush it out a bit here while we do a hunt. So that's all the big excitement that's going on here. Right now, I haven't actually hunted with the double tap here. Call it the double tap, but double jab. Really well done model, I believe. Like, this is all engraved and fancy. So we're going to try that out. I got with the 416, I got the Llewellyn's, their made-up brand. In here, just because this thing's got like a muzzle velocity of 7,000 joules or something close to it. So it should have quite the wham to it. So I'll do my normal rambling about the stuff that's coming down the pipe here for Way of the Hunter while we do the hunt. I'm looking for an elk here down in Hallowich, maybe a bear. But that's what we're doing. Exciting times, so cool. Cool that we got some stuff happening again. Oh yeah, and there's no ETA on this, so there's no estimated time at all. They just came out with that little paragraph. There's like 3 paragraphs at the bottom of the hunter log there, but it's like that last one where they kind of dropped that hint. Oh, and there is actually one more piece of big news. They are working on another game, so old Bumbleroot's predictions turns out to be a little correct here. And not saying what, you know, it could be, for all we know, it could be just the next big SpongeBob game or something. But I think, you know, I was saying this before, I think it's Way of the Hunter 2. I think it's Unreal Engine 5. So I think they're doing Unreal Engine 5, Way of the Hunter 2. I got lots of reasons for thinking that. I got no insider scoop or anything. Just, you know, just my normal paying attention to the development of it and the sort of business model and the logical course for them to take. But yep, that's just what I'm thinking here. Before I ramble a bit more, I need to figure out where I am here. So I started down here in the parking lot. We're just going this way. It's not really drink time or anything. I'm just sort of hoping to hear them kind of hunt them in a older fashioned kind of way, where instead of run around into the drink zones. Yeah, so still a lot to ramble about here. So that's a big thing. There's a lot connected to Way of the Hunter 2, if it is a sequel that's coming out, because it still answers sort of a lot of questions. Man, there is sort of a lot to go over. So the one thing I want to talk about is this weapons pack that just came out, how none of the rifles were branded. Someone had mentioned in the comments, and I kind of agree with them here, that they probably had dealings in the works for, you know, they have the 44 rifle, and well, anyways, these three rifles, at least the 44 and the other one. I don't know about this one, but they will have their real world counterparts, right? So the thinking is that they probably had like deals in the workings at some point in time to have these like rifles officially in the game. And the sort of line of thinking is that this could have been at any point along the history of the development of Way of the Hunter, and it could have been like the deals fell through, so they never released the rifles or the weapons. So I'm kind of thinking that they sort of dug these out from the game files, being like, well, they're mostly done. Let's touch them up, make them real nice, put them in here. I'm thinking this one was supposed to be like a story weapon. I don't know if I get this in the sunshine or not here, because like it's got like the lions and everything on it, and the elephants, right? I'm thinking that this might have been, you know, a work in progress rifle for Tikamoon at one point, and that they're just sort of, you know, kind of shutting down Way of the Hunter in a way, but they want to keep the attention. You know, if they have stuff to still put in the game, you might as well do it while they develop Way of the Hunter 2, right? To keep the news flow going. This is what I'm thinking. This is just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this was a story weapon for Tikamoon at one point, and they had it mostly done. So they're like, you know what, we're not, you know, we might as well finish it and put it out there. Because they said they have a lot of the crew working on the new game, and that there is still a remaining crew working on this, but it's probably, you know, probably like a small crew working on it. So they probably have been doing this, right, touching up this weapon, doing the ammunitions for it and everything like that. But that's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking the other two were branded rifles, because I think this was just a story one for Tikamoon. The other two are actually had a brand with them that probably had like a deal fall through or something, and they've just been sort of sitting there. Because the one rifle, I haven't even used it yet, really. Which one was it? I've been bouncing around so much from the game. Yeah, this one here. The 224. To me, it doesn't quite look finished, sort of. Neither with the Prairie Hunter Jack, just because it's sort of finished. But, you know, like the aperture sight here, the iron sights are all off, and the sounds seem to be off to me. But I'm thinking these were kind of laying around, right, from some kind of deal in the past. They're just kind of like putting it together. Let's get them out there. Let's use them. And furthermore, they can probably take these models and still carry them over into the next game, right? UE or Unreal Engine 5 sort of port over. So put them in the game, carry them over. I'm thinking a lot of that's what's going on. It is my guess, but I'm not too sure on that one. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I was thinking before that if they kept releasing branded items for the game, that they were just going to port them over to the new game. But since they released this that they weren't branded, I'm not too sure they're going to do that anymore. Because I'm thinking they're just sort of cleaning things up, is what I'm thinking. Because furthermore to this discussion, the new map, the USA one that's coming out, they said small map. You know what I'm thinking on that one? I'm thinking that was the map that was in development for the one after Linticoto. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking they were making some progress on the US map. And then once Linticoto came out, that's when I think they probably had information drop about, okay, time to go full swing into the next game or something like that. So that map probably got dropped, or no doubt got dropped. And I'm thinking it's the remaining stuff, the remainder of the map that was supposed to come after Linticoto. But they only had so much done, so that's kind of why it's small. And it probably won't, I imagine it's not going to have a story or anything like that. It's probably like, here's a little map, we'll finish it up, put the map out, it's going to be free. And here's a new animal, which I'm going to say is going to be turkey. I'm going to guess it's turkey. Hopefully, but, you know, who knows. This is one little guess there, because I'm thinking they're working on turkey for Way of the Hunter 2, and it's just going to be like porting the model over to Unreal Engine 5 or something. Anyways, this is kind of, we got to get some hunting going on, because I've just been walking and rambling, but that's kind of what I'm known for. I haven't heard anything. But that's actually the bulk of my thinking here. And it's not against the devs. I mean, if you got your assets laying around, you might as well use them. But that's why when they released this weapons pack, it really puzzled me. I'm like, what? They haven't released anything that wasn't brand labeled or brand deal forever. What? This doesn't make any sense. This breaks their pattern. Doesn't make any sense to like the business model that I've come to understand as their model. But now it kind of makes sense. I think it's models and stuff that they have left over. I think this is probably kicking around. What's the text say on top of this? Hold on. Does it say anything about... I read it before, I can't remember. Every mountaintop is within reach. Oh, wait. Yeah, within reach. You just keep climbing. Trying to remember the story in Hikamoon. Wonder what this was for. It was definitely Tikamoon because of this. Maybe it was like an anniversary weapon or something. Or like a mission reward at the end and then went with the bow. Anyways, let me know what you think about that one. Oh, if you're still watching the video, not so much about the channel here, but, you know, do the little like thing and the little... They got the new hype button. This is for Way of the Hunter to try and get the news out. Because I'm not sure what kind of algorithm power I have anymore on YouTube. I don't have much at all. But Way of the Hunter, I still get a bit of an algorithm boost. So there's that little, like, hype button thing. I want to see what it does. So, if you made it this far in the video, with the ramble, try to do the little hype button if you got the thing. I just want to see what it does. It's not really for... More for Way of the Hunter than me. I'm not too concerned about that, but I'm kind of curious. And kind of get the news out that Way of the Hunter's got some stuff coming out. And, because I think this news has gone fairly far under the radar. I haven't really checked, but I don't think too many YouTubers picked up on it. But what do I know? I don't know. But it's pretty cool. All that. I think I've covered most of what I want. I thought I would run into some kind of elk yelling or something by now. A bugle. So maybe we'll jump ahead so the video is not entirely me rambling. But I do know I have people that do enjoy that. They eat their Snickers bar. You know who I'm talking about. You know who you are. About that. But I do want to hit like an elk with this thing, or a bear or something. I'm trying to remember what else we could go over, because there's the map, and I think it's a holdover, like the leftover parts of the map that was supposed to come out after. And then there's a weapon pack thing. And they're working on the new game. The animal, I think, is a turkey. And I think they're going to use the turkey in the new game. Hopefully they get that right. I think that's pretty much all I've covered. So let's try and find something here to shoot. Oh, there's a mountain goat. We can smack a mountain goat with this thing. 7,000 joules. Well, I don't know, like, how fast does it drop off here? Oh, it's not even drop. it's dropping off a bit, but not too much. Let's jog up here. Just playing the old hiker. You know, only playing the two difficulties, ranger, hiker. I don't do anything in between. It's either shooting mode or walking around trying to be immersive mode. So the game's kind of got double modes going. I never really changed my settings back. I got the hunter blur back on because I had to reinstall the game, and everything's like the wrong colors, like gold or whatever. Hunter sense. Well, let's see what happens. I don't think a goat's gonna be too happy with this. This is a well done model, though. I do like the looks of this. I've always liked double barrel rifles. Oh, there we are. And shotguns. Always been a big shotgun guy. And like any kind of first-person shooter. Since you don't have to be that accurate. Whenever I did, you know, Counter-Strike 20 years ago. However long that was. That was over 20 years ago, too. I would always be using that, what do they call it, the noob cannon? The automatic shotgun. Because I didn't have to aim as well. Just fire it off. Well, there's nothing great in here. We just need to... Like, they're traveling from something. We can try and sneak up on them. Anybody else around the water? Yeah, if you're still watching, do a little commenty, hypey things. I just want to see if we get some attention back to Way of the Hunter. It needs some attention. You know, it's still a decent hunting game, especially if you're getting into it now for the first time. Like it's as complete as it's gonna get, I think. And I'm wondering about that electronic collar now too. If that was something that was just in the works and they never got it completed. So, there's something else I wanted to say about the new game. I really do hope it's Way of the Hunter 2, Unreal Engine 5. Oh, but man, they're gonna have to, if they're doing that, they're gonna have to get the foundations of that engine right down, so they don't have performance problems. And because most 9 out of 10 Unreal Engine 5 games I play, they're all unoptimized. I play, what's that, Red River Incursion, or Incursion Red River? It's Unreal Engine 5 made by a small team, and it's actually optimized well, and it looks good. So, it can be done. Not too sure about Nine Rocks Games here in Unreal Engine 5, but I guess hopefully we'll find out. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's not Way of the Hunter 2. Watch it be an extraction shooter. Just no. Oh dear. Or maybe they're doing a fishing game. Way of the Hunter, the Angler. You'll have to let me know what you think about that. Watch us be way off. Way of the Hunter's done. They're gonna go fishing now. Or like EW there with Call of the Wild. They did that game in Sweden or whatever where they're fighting robots. I always kind of wanted to play that game, but they ended development on that one too, as well as the Angler. So I kind of think ooh, you're just 2-star adult though. That's gonna hurt shooting him though, because he could get good. Let's just pick something else, but he's like right there, but he's gonna be the best one, so we'd best not do that. Can I shoot over and get this other guy? Oh, the 100 cents dot's so small. So I did alert him. Wind's good though. Wind's heavy too. We'll do some start and stopping. Oh, they see me. I'm gonna end up spooking them. Oh, come on, give me another guy to look at here. Man, he's presenting perfectly. Oh, here we go. They're moving. See, I think this is a male in the back. Oh, see, he's just walking with the guy. Look up to the rock. They're gonna alert again. I might spook them because Just being impatient. Well, they didn't spook. He's right there. I think that's the end of the, like the tail end of them. I mean, if I was playing Ranger, I would have just let that guy have it, right? Right there. And I'd been like, ah, 2-star adult. It's not like I'm gonna really come back and hunt these guys anyways. Like my hunting and... Oh, oh, oh. So we'll just hit him. I don't know which one it is. I thought they started trotting, so I thought maybe they were... But no. Well, he didn't drop immediately. I mean, that would have just slugged him. Something crazy. We got all these non-immersive markers on too, so... a lot of blood. He couldn't have made it very far. Was that... How was the sound on that one? Seemed kind of quiet to me. Didn't seem as powerful as it should. Yeah, seems a little on the lack and oomph side. Was expecting a bit of a bigger boom there. More of a shake. It could be because I'm playing all these other shooters, like those extraction shooters like Tarkov, where the weapon handling is just far superior to any hunting game. I still prefer actually Call the Wild's weapon handling compared to this one. I think this one's too stiff. I actually installed Call of the Wild again because I seen on is it Risky? He used to be a big Call of the Wild YouTuber, but he still does it. He's just I don't know. I think he took a break and lost his algorithm powers. I'm not sure. But he did pop up on my feed, and he was showing a field of view mod for Call of the Wild. I was looking at it, and you know what? That might be a neat little immersive way to play with it, so I might check that out. Well, let's see what this did. Oh, look how high the shot was. Oh, it almost pinned both lungs. Oh, it just caught the lung, too. Like, it almost pinned the lung completely, just nicking it. Like, the whole thing. That's crazy. Yeah, it's 6,600 joules. That is nuts. It would have dropped him instantly if I actually landed the shot in there. The cone's really small. But I think the cone's really small because the cone stops growing once the bullet leaves the animal. So I wasted like 2,000 joules of energy. I only hit him with 4,000 or so. Because anything that exits the animal, if you don't know, didn't damage the animal at all. You could really double shoot some. Oh, you bugger. 98%. Of course, I like dodged the other one. Because it's a 2-star adult and he's a 98. Whatever. Whatever, game. Alright, I wanna shoot one more. Because I want to see the full cone, so I'm gonna need a big animal. But I don't want the video to go too long. Let me see if I can I can always just shoot a moose. Like my testing moose. Oh, there's this guy down here could be fun. Let's go there. Switch it to drink time. See if we can find this guy. Maybe we'll hear him. I haven't heard any elk bugles. But I think this guy down here was my first 5-star elk. It was first or second? Oh, let's go down here and see if I can hear anything. Here, let's see if they call back to this thing. Wait, how do I do this again? R? No. There. Why am I... Oh, he just always walks slow when he's ready? No. I was wondering if they would call back. If they were within range, I remember them doing it. So it should still do it with this thing. But here's something that you can put in the comments. Is, you know, what should the if it's Way of the Hunter 2 and Unreal Engine 5, what should the developers do? Because my, like, to focus on, right? Because my thinking, or what I would prefer them to do, is to really focus on the foundations of the game. Get it solid. Do early access if you want. Oop, I just sent some deers line there. Get some, you know, get a few animals in there. Really get the core foundations rock solid. Do early access if you need to, right? And get the foundations, get the optimization down. Try not to focus on trying to get 1 billion animals. I mean, I know it sounds good in the marketing world to be, oh, we have 30 animals on this map or whatever. The animals don't count unless they're really well done, right? This is basically a deer hunting game, this one is. Because all the other animals didn't get anywhere near the attention that the deer species did. But they all have to have a lot of attention to it, even the small ones. Even the small ones. Like if it's goats or sheep, you gotta get those horns figured out. You gotta get the rare furs and stuff. Well, that stuff can be added later, though. I'm talking about just the foundation. Get the animals, you know, get the need zones sorted out. Like if you're doing need zones. But yeah, core thing first. Unreal Engine 5, foundation, optimization. No bugs, or very low bugs. Like get all that sorted out. And focus on just a few animals. You don't need 1 billion. You know, just focus on the deer if you want. And then you can add them later. Like if that's what your thing is. But I mean, if they're going with the business model of like the hunting simulator franchise, then it's going to be, here's a bunch of animals or so, and we'll see you again in 3 years. When we release another one. I don't know. It depends, you know, it depends what they're doing. They're probably, you know, they might not even be doing it. We might be getting the you know, the next big sci-fi extraction shooter. But right now we gotta assume, we gotta hope, So that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking the hope out there. And maybe some attention to the matter will help. I don't know. Anyways, elk's supposed to be up here. I gave up on the other guys. I don't think they were down there. I didn't want to track them down. So I do know the 2 drink zones of these elk, and there they are. It's one of my testing elk. These guys are kind of annoying when they spawn over here because it's a kilometer away. But I know they're always here and the wind's good, so we'll go check these guys out. Ooh, I got alerted at 130 meters. On hiker. Goodness, I think I'm on hiker. Oh, I haven't seen them all. There's a 2-star mature here. He's doing his little looky around thing. He's heavily quartered away. But you know what? Got the 416. I think he even hit him at 110. Ooh. It's gonna be difficult. There we go. Double jab him. Just so we can see a little bit of the damage going and stuff. Oh yeah, he's going down. I already seen him kind of. Yep. You think you would after that. I mean, horrible angle. But the gun's just so powerful. Figured it would get him anyways. Alright, here he is. We'll take a look at this guy. 30-minute video, not too bad. Oh no, he's getting up! Get back here. Where are you? Oh, he just fell down. He didn't quite make it too far. There he is. 2-star mature. Take a look at this stuff. Oh! Ooh, that's nice. Ending on the Bumblewoot tried and true shot, the rear leg artery shot. Classic. It didn't leave, it just stayed in flesh the whole time. It almost fleshed him with one shot. That is a lot. That is a big hit. If you almost fill up the flesh bar in one shot, that's crazy. I don't even think Lapua does that. But actually, no, Lapua should, because it hits awfully up there too. If I took out like the no, it wouldn't have done it. No, that was a 5,000 hit point thing though, so it kind of should have. What's the no? Maybe it's more than 5,000. Oh well, still crazy shot, rear leg artery shot. It's just the way it has to be done. Then the next shot. That one landed well. Interesting cone. I mean, if I did like a proper shot that was broadside. I mean, that one only nicked the lung too, really. I mean, if I actually got a nice broadside, put the cone in there. That's a really long cone. Narrow's okay. Actually, that is a good devastating cone. Like, it's not too wide where you're spreading out the damage. Like the fatter the cone is, it's not the more damage it does. It's just the more the spread out the damage is, but it's lesser damage, like per squared inch. And this is more concentrated. Like the same amount of damage is more concentrated, and that's usually better for this damage model that they have in the game. So the cone's actually quite good. This should be a devastating cartridge for a front shot going down the length of the lung, because it'll just keep going and it'll just destroy the lung. So that's what I would use this for. It almost exited the animal too. Oof. Strong cartridge. Well, there it is. There we go. There's the news. There's 63% 2 stars. About as big as he's going to get. I don't even know he's going to hit 3. He might have hit a 3 last year. Who knows? We'll sell him off and we'll end the video there. And yeah, so some exciting things finally. So really curious to see what the new map is, where it is, the new animal. We'll see what other weapons they throw in here. If it's like a branded rifle or something, I bet you it's going to get ported over to the new game. But who knows? Who knows? I certainly don't. Let me know what you think. Everybody, happy hunting. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.